Hey everyone, this is Samlock24, and today we're going to be talking about the new cards that they've added and also the deck that I'm using for the World Championship qualifiers. So anyway, they've added 3 cards that you can exchange with tickets, I guess. The first one's Silent Doom. It's a spell card that can special summon a normal monster in defense position from your graveyard. The actual effect is target one normal monster in your graveyard, special summon in face-up defense position, but it cannot attack. Overall, I think it's a decent card. It's not going to be like a game-breaking card, but it'd be nice to have at least like 2. But the next one's Throwstone Unit. It is a level 4 Earth Warrior. After one Warrior type monster on your side of the field, that's a tribute to destroy one face-up monster on the field whose defense is equal to or lower than the attack of this monster. It's decent. It has a decent defense. It's 2,000 defense. I don't know if I would waste a SR ticket on it. Or maybe I would, I don't know. There's really not much of a choice when it comes to SRs, especially if you already have everything that's out there. And then the last one's Horus Servant. This card is basically, I think in my opinion, is just completely useless. Unless you're running like Ring of Magnetism or some other like gimmicky card. Your opponent cannot target face-up Horus, the Black Flame Dragon monster with spell, traps, or card effects. Again, it's a rare, so maybe you can just trade it for rare tickets if you don't really have anything else to get. But overall, the cards are just decent. Now on to the deck that I'm using. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. And let me find it. I think I was running it with Jaden. Oh, wrong series. Alright, here's the deck. And I actually didn't play, or I haven't played this deck in a competitive setting before. And it's actually way better than I thought it would be. And I did swap out some of the cards, and I think overall I do want to take some cards out. And let's go ahead and get into the deck list, and then I'll go ahead and talk about it. So first of all, running 2 Geargia attackers, 3 Karakuri Musu MDL 818 Hypa, 2 Geargia anchors, 2 Geargia augurs, and 3 Geargia arsenal, along with 3 Ties of the Brethren, 3 Pulse Mines, 1 Curse of Anubis, and Windstorm of Atakwa. So I think the best card overall in the deck has to be the Pulse Mines. The Pulse Mines allows you to do a ton of things, especially if you're playing against Mask Heroes or something that just tries to completely destroy you in one turn. If they get Pulse Mines, they can't do absolutely anything, especially heroes. If they summoned 2 of their Destiny heroes or whatever the heroes they're using, then they mass change. The card that they mass change into is actually switching to the defense mode because of the Pulse Mines effect. It's way better than Windstorm and Curse of Anubis, but I am playing it because I do want for my Geargias to survive. This thing's a little bit of a better addition than what we're used to, and you can substitute the Geargia augurs for the what is it? The ones that can be special summoned. I can't remember off the top of my head, but you can replace the Geargia augurs, and I think that's what I would replace the augurs, because most of the time you don't really need them. And if you get a Hypa, you can just activate Ties of the Brethren and then target the Geargia attacker and the Geargia anchor, and then set your Pulse Mines, and you basically win from there. If your opponent just sets, that's basically a game. Hypa is 2100 attack, and then everything else is 19, and the other one's 18. So it's basically the game, especially if you go first and then you set Pulse Mines. That's basically it. The deck is way better than I thought it would be. I think I lost once, and let's go ahead and get into the replays. And I'm barely at DLV 16. I haven't really played that much. I started out at, I think, at 12. Alright, so here's the first one. And I do need to make some time and try to get, try to play a little bit more and try to go ahead and maxed out on the WCQ. And I'm not really sure till when it is that we have to qualify for the next round. Alright, I'm going first. And the only deck that this thing has a problem with is against it's a 50-50 chance against Sylvans, just depending on who goes first. And if you go first against Sylvan, you're just gonna completely destroy it, especially if you have the augur, or not the augur, but the anchor. Activate Anchor, destroy the face down, and there's the Sylvan. That's basically game already. And again, Sylvan's is just whoever goes first wins. Alright, and the next one. I think the other only thing that I haven't played against aliens, so I'm not really sure how well it'll do against the aliens. Alright, so against Chance. Oh, this I think this was kind of a against. I guess it was just. I don't know if it was luck or what it was, but I wasn't expecting him to go ahead and have the fusion. That's why I just tried to go all out. And if I had a post mine, I think it would have been a little bit better if I had the post mine. But he did have the polymerization, and he just after this he can just attack any of my monsters and basically game me. So I wasn't thinking that he had the polymerization, but that was on me. And I think this was the only loss I had. I think. Right, Mako. Okay, I'm not sure if this is a win or loss either. I do remember, I think, losing to one of these, so I might have 2 losses. And again, it's a 50-50, just depending on who goes first and what the opponent gets and what you get. If you go first and you can go ahead and set up your combo, you basically automatically win. But if they go first and they can set out the stealth, most of the time you're gonna lose to that. Right, and I do have the perfect combo. I went first, Ties of the Brethren, into 2 more, and then into Post Mines. A Cosmic Cyclones I chained for Post Mines, which Post Mines doesn't care as long as it gets activated, everything gets switched to defense mode. Alright, so enemy controllers, and that was a mistake on his part. He should have attacked the other one, so I go ahead and set, activate, destroy the back row. Amazon's onslaught activates, gets the tiger back. And then I can just go ahead and attack and attack. And I could have ended the game, but I really didn't know what he had in hand, so I just decided to go for the safer play there. Alright, Princess gets a heirloom, I think, or an onslaught. I can't remember. Another onslaught. And then after that, I guess Post Mines. Post Mines is just ridiculous in this deck. I think it's the MVP of the deck after the Ties of the Brethren. And then Geargia Anchor goes ahead and activates, destroys 1, attacks, and it gets removed. And since he doesn't have anything else in hand, I can just go ahead and keep attacking. Doesn't matter if my monsters are removed or not. Alright, and then the next one against Jade and Yuki. And I do have another deck that I want to show you, but hopefully I'll have some time to go ahead and show it to you guys tomorrow. This is with a card that I recently obtained with the by leveling up a character. So hopefully I'll have the time tomorrow to go ahead and show it to you guys. And I haven't been uploading because, I mean, with the recent YouTube update, most of my videos aren't getting any views. Like before I was getting from 1,000 to 3,000 views, and now I'm getting from like 25 to 50 views. So I'm kind of, after that kind of started happening, kind of got disappointed and stopped basically making any videos. There's really no point if only like 25 people are gonna watch it. And I don't know what exactly this is that YouTube did, but they did kind of, their algorithm changed or something changed to where most of the views aren't coming through. Post Mines again just goes ham, and basically when you have the Post Mines, it's really hard for your opponent to win. And that's basically game. Those Post Mines are just ridiculous. I'm not sure why. I don't see that many other Geargia builds that are running it, which I think every Geargia build should be running it. And this one, I'm not really sure what this was. I can't remember. I think this was recorded yesterday. I think most of these games were recorded yesterday, I think. Alright, I'm going first. Let me see what this is. Alright, balance. I do have Ties of the Brethren and a Windstorm, which is kind of like a Pulse Mine, but not really. Pulse Mines is just way better. And here I basically have a setup to where I can win on the second game. Alright, he summons Mass Change, which I thought was weird because I mean he can't get rid of anything. Go ahead and Windstorm. Geargia Attacker activates to destroy the back row, and then Geargia Anchor activates to destroy monsters. I think it's both monsters on the field, and then just basically attack for game. Alright, there it is. The deck's extremely simple to use. It's really easy. There's really nothing to it. If you go first and you have Ties of the Brethren and the Pulse Mines, you basically win the game. There's really nothing your opponent can do other than like Snipe Hunter and get successful and hit everything on your side of the field. But I think that would be way too much for them to do, to just break your, I guess, your combo. And here's a deck again. 2 Geargia Attackers, 3 Hypas, 2 Geargia Anchors, 2 Geargia Augurs, 3 Geargia Arsenal, 3 Ties of the Brethren, 3 Pulse Mines, 1 Curse of Anubis, and 1 Windstorm of Atakwa. So there's a deck. If you have any questions or comments about it, leave them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. And if you are enjoying my content, I'd truly appreciate if you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.